Thanks, Mr. Chair. And gentlemen, when we applauded the New Horizons flyby of Pluto, the applause really goes to all of you. I mean, I know personally I'm just very proud of what NASA's been doing and about the exploration of our solar system and hopefully someday our universe. And the comments that all of you have made about us being explorers in our hearts, you know, it's part of our DNA as Americans, I think as humans. And just thank you for being at the forefront of all of this. I'm, you know, basically speechless in terms of asking you the right questions. I'm very happy that a couple of you have solid connections to Colorado and to the University of Colorado. That's one of my favorite things. I guess the question I'd like to ask is, as we do these things, do you have students? Do you have people following in your footsteps? Because this seems to be moving at greater and greater speeds as we're going farther and farther with our exploration, or more focused with our exploration. So Dr. Pappalardo, Dr. Braun, why don't I start with you guys, and then I'm going to work to the other end.
Sure. Absolutely. I have a laboratory of several interns, summer interns right now back at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, who is hopefully watching this on the web and who are extremely excited about Europa. There are some folks who have come here today from the Air and Space Museum who are interns, who are very excited about it. The students who are in elementary school today will be in graduate school at the time that this mission is probably arriving at Europa. And those are the folks that this mission is really for. Those are the folks we want to inspire and get involved as the next generation of explorers.
Thank you. Dr. Braun?
Yeah, if I could add to that, as a faculty member in the College of Engineering at Georgia Tech, I can tell you with certainty that these kinds of missions, whether they're at Mars, whether Europa or Pluto, they're a natural draw to more and more students in engineering and in science. They inspire young people into educational paths and
they even
careers.
Inspire lawyers like myself.
Well, so we can get one or two of those as well, but we want more and more engineers and scientists.
Okay.
If that's okay. But there's no doubt that at Georgia Tech and at universities around the nation, that young people are watching, and that young people are inspired into our space program because of these types of feats, and that they lead, frankly, to economic, national security, and a large range of societal benefits as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Stern, it's good to see you. I don't even know where to start on the Pluto mission, other than that mission started when I started running for office 9 years ago. In the process, let's talk about the engineering, and Dr. Braun, you're welcome to chime in here, but the engineering is a marvel for me. The fact that basically the math, the science, the engineering all came together for you to hit a spot out there that's like a millimeter across, and me being able to hit it on that wall. I mean, can you talk about that a little bit, those parts of the mission?
Well, thank you very much, Congressman Perlmutter. The New Horizons mission is a technological marvel in miniaturization in terms of the accuracy of the flight path that we had to hit. We had to fly through a 60 by 90 kilometer window after a 3 billion mile journey. That's about equivalent to throwing a ball from Los Angeles to New York and landing in
the strike zone.
A can of beans.
Oh.
And we were a little bit early arriving. After 9.5 years, we arrived 91 seconds early, which is equivalent to L.A. to New York on a commercial airliner, 4 milliseconds off schedule. It's an amazing testament to the technology that's been developed in terms of ground-based tracking as well as the spacecraft technology that we can do these things, and that we can miniaturize the instrumentation to this level, and that the spacecraft can fly autonomously using hibernation techniques as if it has an onboard intelligent pilot. All of those things and more are amazing aspects of the technology we developed. But most impressive to me is the fact that New Horizons was developed and flown in its entirety, soup to nuts, for 1/5 of the cost of the Voyager program on an inflation-adjusted basis. So we have really learned to do these things in NASA that are not only technologically impressive, but get a lot more bang per buck than at the outset of the space program.
And my time has expired. I'll yield back, but Dr. Russell, Dr. Grunsfeld, thank you too. I'll get to you next time. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Perlmutter. The gentleman from Oklahoma, Mr. Bridenstine.